Welcome to the Davy Back games. 2 leaders enter, 1 leaves. And if you're looking to leave victorious as the new Foxy leader, here's everything you need to know. Foxy is a purple 5-life leader with 5k power and an on-attack ability that reads Dawn -3. If you have 3 or more Foxy Pirate type characters, select up to 1 each of your opponent's rested leader and character cards. The selected cards will not become active in your opponent's next refresh phase. Clearly the power of this leader lies in its ability and getting to it as fast as possible to activate as many times as possible. So, how do we build around that? So let's start with our first requirement, which is Foxy Pirate character cards. OPO7 gives us plenty of Foxy Pirate cards, but what we're looking for is to focus on ones that give us multiplay characters, Dawn Ramp, and utility abilities. What better place to start than Ito Mimizu? He's a 3-cost 0-power character with activate main once per turn. If your leader has the Foxy Pirates type and you have no other Ito Mimizu card on your board, ramp a Dawn rested. Like many purple leaders, Ito Mimizu serves as Foxy's leader-locked repetitive 3-cost ramp. Though where others like Onigashima and Gali Law are stages, Ito Mimizu is a character so that he plays into Foxy's leader ability, though it does make him easy to remove unlike a stage. Looking for more Dawn mitigation? How's about 2-cost blocker Chopper or 1-cost 2k counter Gina? Each would on play ramp a Dawn either rested or active respectively if your Dawn count is equal to or less than your opponent's. Or Manda, a 2-cost 3k power character with activate main, trash this character. If your leader is Foxy Pirates type, ramp a Dawn rested. There's also great utility cards like Capote, a 3-cost 4k power character with on play Dawn -1. If your leader is Foxy Pirates type, up to 1 of your opponent's characters with a cost of 6 or less can't attack until the end of your opponent's next turn.
You forgot the pickles!
Or Pickles, another 3-cost 4k power character that says if your Dawn count is equal to or less than your opponent's, your other Foxy Pirate type characters cannot be KO'd by your opponent's card effects. Then to round out these guys is Porsche, a 3-cost 5k power character with on-play Dawn -1. Look at the top 5 cards of your deck and reveal up to 1 Foxy Pirates type card to add to your hand. Then place the rest at the bottom of your deck and play up to 1 purple character card with 4,000 power or less from your hand. Porsche not only serves as a searcher that can attack leader, but also allows you to populate multiple bodies quickly to get to your Foxy leader's ability. Use all those utility characters we named earlier as your free play, and you're mitigating Dawn and interacting great on curve. And if you're looking for more ways to play multiple Foxy characters in a turn, there's Big Bun, a 6-cost 7k power character with on play if the number of Dawn cards on your field is equal to or less than your opponent's. Play up to 1 Foxy Pirates type card with a cost of 4 or less from your hand. And of course, it wouldn't be a Foxy deck without the captain himself. Foxy is a 7-cost 7k power character with a passive ability that says during your opponent's turn, if your leader is Foxy Pirates type, your opponent's characters get -1000 power. He also has activate main once per turn, ramp a Dawn rested, helping you mitigate the cost of your leader's ability. Plus, pairing well with this 7-cost character and your leader is Megaton Ninetales Rush, a 3-cost event that lets you set one of your Foxy cards as active, letting your leader or character Foxy swing again, or keep your character Foxy active so it can't be attacked. Plus, if you didn't notice, your Foxy leader does not say once per turn on its ability. So that means if you attack with your leader and then use Megaton Ninetales Rush, you can attack again, activating again, and then end up freezing their leader plus 2 character cards. Some other cool events we have are Foxy's Slow Beam, a 1-cost event similar to OPO2's Hell's Judgment, which for Dawn -1 lets us give up to 1 leader and 1 character your opponent controls -2000 power for the turn. And then there's Slow Beam Sword, a 2-cost event with Dawn -1 that gives your leader or character plus 2000 power for the battle, and then lets you rest any one of your opponent's characters regardless of their cost, removing an additional attacker, resting a pesky blocker, or opening up a utility character to getting attacked. But outside of Foxy Pirates, Purple's already printed tons of great cards for ramping your Dawn and mitigating your Dawn off your Foxy leader. The first that comes to mind is OPO5's Eustace Captain Kidd, a 5-cost 6k power character with blocker with once per turn. If you return a Dawn to your Dawn deck, ramp 1 back as active. Then there's a personal tech from my Foxy deck, which is Miss All Sunday, a 5-cost 5k power character with no counter, but on play ramp 1 Dawn rested. Then if your Dawn count is 6 or more, draw a card. Plus, it has the trigger ability for Dawn -2 to play this card. With the on play ability, you'll mitigate one of those 2 Dawns, so it's basically Dawn -1 to play a 5000 power character. And in this Foxy deck, it's pretty often you'll actually get to draw a card with that trigger play. With these two in my deck, the curve I'm usually going for is going first and playing a turn 2 Itamibizu or swinging for 8 with leader. Then on our third turn, we set up a kid or we ramp a bit with Miss All Sunday, replacing herself with the drawn card. Now at a minimum of 7 Dawn and a max of 9 Dawn on this 4th turn, we multiplay our necessary Foxy type pirate characters to fire off a leader activation and start mitigating to do it turn over turn over turn. And on a turn we can't do that, we play our 7 cost Foxy to start laying on the pressure. But purple has more than just ramp cards to provide. The new OPO7 Sanji is great with a deck who's rubber banding in its Dawn count. Not only is it a 2k counter at worst, but when your Dawn is at least 2 less than your opponent's, you can play this card at a cost of 3, which nets you a 6k power body with blocker. If we're looking for removal, there's EBO1's Conqueror of the 3 Worlds Ragnaroku, a 5 cost event with Dawn -1, KO a cost 8 or lower character, or the classic tried and true 9 cost Kaido from starter deck 4. A 10k power character with on play Dawn -5, KO a character cost 6 or less, then this character gains rush for the turn. The biggest thing I can recommend practicing with this deck is understanding board control and planning them out turns in advance. Because your leader requires 3 Foxy type characters, you can't always attack as liberally. You also need to understand what kind of interaction your opponent has that they may fire off on your characters. If you play them out too soon, or you don't have enough backup in hand, you might not be able to establish the 3 character count for your leader. But at the same time, you do need to attack them enough where they feel the need to attack with their characters or block with their characters, so there is that second target for your leader's ability. Balancing this and understanding like game tempo and controlling game tempo with the Foxy Pirates deck is the biggest skill a player needs if you're going to pilot it well. And if you're looking for a place to start, here's my Foxy deck I've arrived at after testing for this video. And if you care from results out of Japan, here's the only one on One Piece top deck, which had a 2nd place finish 4-1 at a local flagship tournament. And if you'd like to see more about how Foxy is played, channel members are getting an exclusive live stream turned VOD where I'm going to be playing my Foxy deck live, answering your questions, going over matchups, and just having a good time reviewing this deck. And if you want to join us and you're not already a member, all you have to do is click the join button down below. It's right down here. Yeah. But let me know in the comments what you think about Foxy as a leader. What some text you got? Are you excited to play at your locals? Are you going to play this guy at regionals? Listen, I'm going to tell you, I think one Foxy is top cutting at regionals. Just one. Will it be you? If it is you and the guide helped you, please let us know. I want to take that credit. And if you want to check out more OPO7 leader guides or some more fun One Piece content, subscribe to the channel and check out our other videos.